What a beautiful day. Summer has finally arrived. It's lovely here on the lawn outside of MacKay Church. There's our familiar sign. Where is it now? There we go. I just wanted to take a few minutes and wish you well. And wish you well from the exterior of our lovely church. So you can see some of the gardens. They're thriving. And work is continuing around the corner. I may wander over that way a little bit while chatting. I really just wanted to let you know that as we do all sorts of work as a community of faith, much of that work has involved sustaining worship and spiritual practices like music and meditation, prayer circles, prayer lists, other efforts of education and community building through Zoom and all sorts of practices that were pretty foreign to many of us and are now quite familiar. As all this is continuing, I just needed to say that it's going to continue for a while. That's not easy news, but it comes after much conversation by the council and by members of the congregation in consultation with denominational leaders of the United Church of Canada and aware of civic guidelines, municipal, provincial, all the sorts of bits and pieces that we are actively collecting and interpreting. That's an amazing piece of work being done by your council here at MacKay, and that work will continue. There's some work that will continue, although I think it's coming close to being done, our work on the tower. So there. As all of that unfolds, I'm just going to walk back into the shade. As all of that unfolds, we will be continuing to find ways of worshiping, and a lot of that will focus on the collaboration with the East Enders, with the 6 congregations in East End, Ottawa, and 1 from Gatineau, and the ways in which that collaboration has taken on a lovely life of its own. It's not the same as gathering, of course, but it is meeting a need, and it is allowing us to deliver messages and faithful witness in this time. So I'm very grateful for the collaboration by all those involved, but especially by those from MacKay. Mitchell Wright offering music. I know others are involved in coming weeks. Jane Copps is one doing some music. I think there are others in the coming weeks. Patricia Power is going to be preaching one Sunday and doing other things. I think we've also contributed musically. My son Campbell is doing music one Sunday for the service. We've helped network that East End service with some church musicians far and wide. So lots of good things are happening there. It's not this, and I'm just aware of the need to honor that as we head into summer and as we look to fall. Based on conversations, we are staying the course with status quo of not gathering for worship services at MacKay, not gathering for those gatherings until at least Thanksgiving. And I say at least because we really don't know what we're talking about at this point for the fall. We will be assessing in very early September, the worship committee, to see what we can and can't do and begin to look towards what happens next into the fall. That's hard. That's hard work. It's difficult decisions to make, and I just invite your prayerful support as we find our best possible way in this very difficult situation. As time marches on, it takes its toll on all of us, I know. With all that said, wanted to be quite clear that we will be gathering online until at least Thanksgiving, and you will be kept in the loop of any decisions beyond that date. Those decisions will be made in careful and conscientious settings, or careful conversations by all of those in leadership at MacKay, with the support of folks beyond our doors as well, in terms of municipal, health, denominational leadership. So I hope that I wanted to share that news. You're going to get a letter. We'll be sending, Janice is, we're just getting a letter together to outline those matters and to provide some further detail about how we're just figuring out and learning, even in the meantime, what it will look like someday when we do open our building for any purposes. And that's an important piece of work that is going on at this time. And you'll hear more about that in the letter as we just start figuring out where to put the hand sanitizers and how to seat people in ways that are distanced. But none of that will change our plans for the summer. We are simply working towards readying our building for future use. It is still closed, and we will be worshiping online. Thank you for letting me share this in this manner. It somehow feels good to communicate some of this verbally, and this will be posted. You'll see this in a couple of different formats, along with, most importantly, a letter that is being written by myself and Dave Fraser, the chair of our council, and a few other wise folks in our circle of council. So you'll hear more in the coming days, certainly the next week or so. In the meantime, may God bless you. May God continue to sustain you in this time. May we continue to find ways to honor that blessing that is at the heart of our faith journey, that is at the heart of sustaining our faith community. May those blessings sustain us, and may we share in the struggles, but also the good things that are part of life together. I wish you well this day, and I look forward to being in touch in various ways in the days, weeks, and months ahead, and look forward to better days. God bless you. See you soon.